There is a place where sounds echoes differently. There is a seat where melodies become a habitation. Such a habitation is where the holy ones dwell. Hosanna, Hosanna, the sound of the Spirit. Day and night the angels cry holy unto the monarch of Zion. This is worship. Worship is that which must be done in spirit and in truth, the template from times past. For we, the believer, it is a daily engagement with God in such a disposition to become a living sacrifice that thrives by the grace of the Holy Ghost. Our worship is our life, and our life is our worship. The deeper we press in worship, the greater the life of God in us manifests. For as soon as Zion travailed, she birthed forth her children. Unfortunately, a tragedy struck the church. How bankrupt our worship has become. For the typical Christian, worship is a church event, a Sunday sequence. We all dressed up looking cute, with a little crying here, a little dancing there, with the clanging of the cymbals, reverberation of the strings, all in a moment of time, and we repeat the cycle over and over again. We never come into the heights of true worship. When I speak of true worship, it is like David, desiring one thing above all, the privilege of meditating in the Lord's temple continually, dwelling in His presence every day of his life and delighting in His incomparable glory and perfection. Because the presence of the Lord is not just a place, it is the daily atmosphere of the worshiper. There is a depth ascension into the deep, the place of divine exchange, the activation of the God life within us, out of the mundane to the place of our ordination. Right there we become the splendors, worshipping splendors. The testimony of John the Baptist was that he was a burning and shining light, and that should be the testimony of every true worshipper. For the splendor of our vessel is in the light that we radiate, and is not electric, it is divine light. It is the light of Jesus. Because in the land of Zebulun, the land of Naphtali, by the way of the sea, east of Jordan, Galilee of the Gentiles, they that sat in darkness saw a great light. For the worshipper, the word must be his watchword, prayer, the daily incense, worship in sacred songs, psalms, and hymns, in glorification to the Father and edification of his own vessel. The cruciality and effectuality of our worship is a primal demand, is a two-way transaction, with one man, one God, one well, one bucket, one bank, one customer. We must count the cost, carry the cross, live the life, show the systems of true worship as living sacrifice and purity. For we are at a threshold, an upsetting point, a nearing peak for an incision into a transformative era. The splendors must stir up the gifts inside the people of the altar, the people of His presence, not of wine, not of pride, not of flesh, but of the fruits and the works of the Spirit. At the same time, let he that thinks that he stands take heed lest he falls. For the splendors must be watchers of their vessels and territories. For how then can the salt be salted if it loses its taste? For the sake of the cross, we die daily, that our worship will rise up to the heavens as sweet fragrance, incense of gratitude and sincerity. For they that worship, I tell you, they that worship must worship in spirit and in truth.